All right, so it's noon, so we're going to get started. So welcome everyone to the Lunch and Learn. Thanks for taking your lunch time, and you're going to learn a lot. We have it's going to be educational, but it's also going to be fun. We have three different presenters, and I'm just going to click through and say there is a wish list form. You should have gotten it with your invite, but if you didn't, it's in the chat. And you could just write the things that you're interested in if you want to see pricing or if you want to see samples, and then just hit submit and we will have it. So that's the first thing. Second thing is the first 5 attendees to submit their form will receive an additional gift. So that's that as well. And then, oh, we do want to make it interactive, meaning we're going to ask questions along the way. So feel free to put notes or little messages in the chat. And then at the end, there will be prizes. So we will take the chat and we will, let you know today we'll give you the presentation and we'll also give you who won the prizes. So feel free to interact, and we're excited to get this party started. So I'm going to turn it over to Mike. Mike is our sustainable partner, one of our preferred sustainable partners, and he has a ton of great things to share. So Mike, to you.
Hello, hello, and thanks for the brave souls for turning your camera on. You all look gorgeous. The rest of you, I don't know, jury's out. But thanks for spending some time with us here on your lunch, and yeah, cue up your notes there. All right. Is it showing, Sherry? I don't see anything.
It should be
This.
showing.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Sweet. I
So,
have the awesome version that says cannot display, but it's all right. I have a
all right.
backup
So
here.
you're eco
So
deep.
first, yep, exactly. So it's all good. So first and foremost, so I'm gonna pull my notes from the side because I can't see what you guys see. The lineup we have and the lineup we're going to showcase here, this and while I'm talking, is one of the most sustainable hard goods suppliers out there, one of the most sustainable partners in this entire industry. And we're attacking that in three different facets. First and foremost, all of our product is made from recycled material at the highest level without sacrificing, obviously, any sort of quality or anything of that nature. The other cool thing, too, is we actually are being, this is what you're seeing on the screen, we're actually being transparent in our supply chain on like what is actually going into every single product. So this like blueprint or this schematic is available on every single one of our products. So having transparency in the supply chain is another big step that this industry is taking, that Stackable is leading the way in. And you can see also too the makeup of what parts are recycled, and then also hands up, transparent, what parts are not recycled, because there's a lot of unfortunate greenwashing that does happen in this space. So everything's made from recycled materials. Awesome, good job us. And then the next slide there too. The other cool thing we're doing is we're internally sponsoring the carbon offsetting at the product level. So done 38 to 42 points of calculation, third party verified of what actual a single unit is from a carbon impact perspective, and then getting carbon credits with this partner Pachama. And I threw them on the screen because they're doing some great work. There's a lot of places where you can just yay buy a credit, buy green credits or carbon credits, you get your certificate, woohoo. But these guys are using a lot of cool futuristic technology on calculating the actual carbon impact on not just like what they think year one will be, but elongating that out for the long-term future. And they also have a lot of projects too that are in America. And I know carbon's like an earth problem, but I don't know, it feels like this much better of having some of the projects that we're sponsoring be America based instead of Micronesia and some of these far off places as well. But the third and most tangible, and the thing that's going to get you guys the most giddy about our sustainability go to market, is the second life packaging. So what does that mean? That's kind of a weird word you just said, dude. So packaging is important, right? That first impression matters. You know, when you're walking through the stores of Nordstrom, or you're buying your gifts from us here for your distribution to your clients, employees, you want that first wow factor for the box. You want it to be in a retail packaging or cool kit box, which we agree. That does matter, and especially when you're putting your name on it, and your heart and soul behind it, you want it to really pop. But what happens the day after the gifting? Those boxes usually end up in hopefully recycling bins or the waste bin. So that first impression or that only impression, was a 24-hour experience, 48-hour experience sometimes. So what we've done cleverly is taking that same amazing retail box and look and design, but made it have a stronger ROI overall. So we've got functionality built into our packaging. So the first one here on the left, the Echo Deep, kind of rolling off the one from the screenshot before, is one of our cool headphones that we offer. But the actual packaging converts to be a headphone stand. So something you can use with your headphones. I mean, that's functional. So we're reducing overall like impact to the brand fill, we like to nickname it here at Stackable, of don't want to keep contributing to that world. The other one on the right side there is our Dipster speaker, and that converts to a very, very helpful desk organizer as well. Cruising along a few other ones, just briefly. We have our one on the top right is one of our water bottles, the Perfora piece, and that becomes a little time capsule. So it invokes a little bit of the emotional promotional, if you will, of maybe the family on Saturday night's going to gather around and everybody can put one thing in the time capsule. So it's the vessel of which we're bringing our promo products to your doorsteps, but it also has more play on it, even down to like, I threw this one in the presentations because we're looking at every detail. The hang tag that comes on your backpack is still actually going to have a second life functionality of turning into a luggage tag that you can customize and right up there. So lots of thought has gone into this, and I like spending a lot of time talking about this versus the product because this part is just different and really sets Stackable apart from what you guys are probably used to seeing out there. But let's get into some products too, because that's also what we're here to talk about and showcase. And this lineup is a good option, I feel like, for the holiday season and selling season. Also, everything I'm about to talk about is available at some lower minimums too, so you don't have to have these massive commitments. So it's great for your last minute gifting, or if you're ready to place an order today for some of your holiday gifts too. First up, the Jouncer. This one is absolutely absurd from a sound perspective. It's one of the highest quality speakers you can get out there that doesn't have the word Bose on it, but I'd stack it up right next to a Bose as well. The other cool thing too, when you're buying more of those like just retail brands that are expensive, you don't get full creative control on where you can print or how your print can look, etc. So this is the image on screen does not do justice. This is about 8 pounds of a speaker, about 7 inches by 10 inches of decoration. So you can really wow your clients and users and gift recipients with this piece. This thing absolutely thumps. It's so powerful. You can actually have a jack in the back. You can plug a guitar into or a microphone and use it as a PA system, portable PA system, or do karaoke on your porch on Friday night and annoy all the neighbors. Next up, another one of our high quality piece is going to be the Ultras. To me, this is right around $100, but the value you're getting in this piece is through the roof beyond that. So first up, the headphone itself is noise canceling, active noise canceling. So we're blocking out all the crying babies on the flight and really, trying to find our zen while we're traveling here. You get decoration on one of the ear cups. You also can do decoration on the hard shell case, really nice high quality hard shell case. So that's going to give more longevity on your ROI because people are going to utilize this so much more. If they have the case, they'll travel with it, showcase it, get your brand spread all over this globe as well. The other cool thing too that packs more value to it is the illuminated table. So this packaging converts to be a little coffee table for your coffee table with mood lighting built into it as well with a nice little LED strip lights. So like I said, one of the best overall value pieces we're bringing to the table. Next up here is one of our power banks. I'm not going to bore you and go crazy down in the power bank world, but cool features on this one that ours possesses. We have a smart chip in there where if you can like zoom super in on the image or not, but below where it says 100%, yeah, that's how much, it's 100% charged. Yay, good job. But below it's 1020. And what that is all of our power banks have a smart chip, which will tell you how much time you have left of charging and what you're charging. So say it's 100%, you're charging an iPhone 12 on it. You can do this exact charge for 10 hours and 10 hours and 20 minutes more. So I plug my kid's tablet in there. It's going to drop down to maybe 8 hours or so. So super heavy duty piece. We have a 20,000, which is this one on screen, which some people say is overkill, but I don't know. Sometimes I like relying just on my power bank for a week if I need to, if I'm, traveling out and about at a conference all day, day after day after day. This is a great, cool piece, the Alexa. And the next one up from the power world is our Try Nifty here.
Wait, Mike,
This is, yeah, I'm
c-
Alpha Keel.
can you just talk about that Second Life packaging with it looks like
Oh,
it's a night light. Like that's super cool.
yeah, that's another cool one too. Definitely fun for the recipient to get it. It folds out, and if you can, I don't know if you can zoom in on your screen or not, but with these cool like little cutout patterns on there. And when you're charging it back up overnight, it does illuminate and light up. If you don't like the lights, you can turn it off. And you just place it back there, and it acts as a cool like little night light. My daughter loves
Thanks.
hers, for
Thanks.
sure. And then next up in the Try Nifty, this is to me my favorite piece on all the items I'm going to be talking about here. Um, it looks like to the untrained eye that this is just another one of those three-in-one docking stations that you put your watch on, your AirPods on, and your phone on. But the cool thing is, it is that, but so much more. You're getting decoration at each one of those charging points. Each logo can be different, or message you want to print on there can be different. But my absolute favorite part, I don't know if you can see me on like the little video screen of myself, but that little rectangle part, you actually can slide that bad boy out, and now you have a portable 5,000 milliamp power bank. So you have the ultimate of both needs of your docking station, sit there, charge things all day, but then the power in the palm of your hand to be out on the streets or hit that conference as well. So you really get two stellar products, all in one with the Try Nifty. Three functions and super nifty, hence Try Nifty. Another speaker here too, $300. So definitely one of our better sellers from a volumes perspective and a great mover. Clients love this one for a few reasons. One, you're waterproof, so IPX7 waterproof, so great to take out and abuse and use as much as possible, which people tend to do with more like the promo speakers as well. Has a nice little kickstand, so you can prop it up anywhere you want. That whole thing can swing around, can be hung up over the shower head as it is waterproof. Also, the Second Life packaging being the desk organizer, as I showed earlier, in that cool stop motion photography. And then also the ability to do two kind of brandings where you can do the whole entire speaker, and there's almost this little teardrop decoration where you get as well. So maybe that's personalization. You want to put somebody's name on it, or you need to get that fine detail of your phone number or website, or the TM or trademark or registration. You can get those fine details in that little spot there as well.
And what does it turn
And 5
into?
watts, 5 watts also. The desk organizer on the top right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
it's a good piece there. And also just at the end of the day, it's just a great 5 watt speaker. The cool thing too with all the things I'm showing you, these are all brand new as of like 9 months. So it has the latest and greatest tech. It's not one of those legendary pieces that are using the same old drivers, et cetera, out there as well.
Which
And then a few,
I'm
you
just going to mention, which is something that, we're known for. We want to be trending. We want to stay ahead of the time. So that's a very important point to just point out is that like, this is all new. So just wanted to point that out. All right, moving on. Sorry, Mike. Just so
yeah, no,
excited about
100%.
it. Thank you.
100%. I share your excitement. Few drinkware pieces. And when we say drinkware, I'm gonna assume you've unless one of our stackable team members have shown you this already, you're not going to see anything like this before. There's the cool thing about it is we're not showing you another Stanley tumbler or another like swell kind of bottle. Those are a little bit towards the downturn of the trend when we have to start making fanny packs for our Stanley cups. I think the trend's over. But a few cool bottles that we have here, all available, like I said, lower minimums, still made out of high recycled content. All my drinkware is about 88% recycled material. Really cool Second Life packaging as well. So the first one here is Virtuose. A lot of people I talk to love this piece. It's this unique shape where almost like oblong, where it's squared off, still yet curvaceous. Definitely, whenever people see this, when I'm on Main Street USA, the local Starbucks, like, oh, that looks like you got it from like a SpaceX like merch store, or like right off the shelf of like a Lululemon, or it's just very, very trendy and fashionable, which is words I'd never think about saying about my water bottle and my drinkware, but it's true and it's on point. So which is cool because now you guys kind of can ride the coattails of creativity with this more unique piece and get those same eyes on your brand on this bottle, as well as the next one here. Does it fit a cup holder? Not perfectly, That's why it's maybe, dipping your toes in the creative deep end here with some of these models. But we do have others that do. Don't you worry there, Christina. Next up here is the Perfora. This is I personally use one as my little morning coffee cup. What we're doing differently on this one is this cool 360 print all over the top third of it. Or if you don't have crazy cool art, we can do simple logos as well. Laser etching also looks really nice here on the stainless piece. Has a nice perforations for a good grip. Perfectly fits in the cup holder there, Christina. So this is a good piece for you. And the Second Life packaging of turning it into a time capsule, like I said, really cool, really creative. Really pulls at the heartstrings as well.
So I'm
Um,
just going to interact because we just moved and this time capsule would have been perfect because I would have loved to have, buried it in the old yard but whatever. But that's super cool, Mike. You're very smart, you and Jason. Okay, moving on.
for sure. Last piece in the drinkware world, Spigolo. This is another fun one to show off just because it looks so different. Basically, we robbed the side of your house and took the spigot off of your hose, slapped, painted it gold, and put it onto this bottle. It's just a unique piece, very industrial looking, but at the same time a little chic. My cheesy line I'd love to say with this, and it's very true, is all the orders we see coming across for this are really running the gambit from like stilettos to steel toes because it is like gold, fancy, shiny. You see an LA boutique agency selling for $80, but then it really, is on par with more that industrial look, like the water companies, construction, shipping, more the blue collar world as well. So it really runs the gambit. And decoration is a breeze. You want to fully 360 print the entire piece and make it really pop. Great, we can do that. You want to hit with a small little laser etch, go a little more classy. That is on the table as well. And then to wrap up, few two more bags here. In the backpack side, we also do that. Also hitting your 55 to 70% recycled material by weight. Sorry, I gotta, be a broken record with that because it's important. But the other thing too, with this two pieces and a few others we have in our lineup of definitely going for more of a retail look. And that shines through in the actual design of a backpack. It's tough to be a backpack designer because, you know, goes on your back, holds stuff, zips up, right? Like that's usually the three things that a backpack needs to do. But when we have materials that we're highly concentrating on, like this Coloma roll top pack that's made from jacquard, you don't see that in promo. You hardly see it in retail as well. So we're just trying to, shine brighter in other areas. The middle image where it's got this cool diagonal cut on your backer that actually is kind of seamless and flush with the actual body, but still does pop out to act as your luggage, trolley to go through your pass through on your luggage handle, but not a gaudy way where it's usually this big strap that just kind of hangs around. It gets caught on things and stair railings. So just something that's just going to stand out and make our brand look much more retail, and hence make your choices pop and look more retail as well. So you have the Coloma pack there, right around 75, $80. And then you have your Galindo pack right around 85, $95 as well. This one's definitely one of our larger pieces with 22-liter capacity, made from recycled TPE, which is almost kind of a mimic of that nomadic bag, if you guys know that touch out there in the retail world. And the backer for that one, no joke. This is my piece here, right here. I love it. It's like this cool, like ribbed memory foam. So it's no problem carrying all my stuff, my kids' stuff, etc. It's loaded on because that nice cushioning is going to help big time. And last up, the kitting world too. So we can make kitting pretty much a dream. Just come to us, send us, but desired budget, amount of people. We do personalization on some of the pieces within the kits. We can really run the gambit from anything from $40, $50 to $500. So we could really make, your kitting opportunities really pop. We do have some pre-curated ones of pieces that we would love to get, especially from like a new hire perspective or onboarding or welcome gifts or speaker gifts. So we have plenty of ideas, dialed in for you. But at the same time, if you guys can dream it, we can build it.
Awesome.
All with like full decorated boxes, still achieving low minimums on that world as well.
Yeah, they're beautiful stuff. So just to mention, so Mike and Jason, who are a preferred vendor of ours, they started a partner with us. They were on Shark Tank, and did you win twice on Shark Tank?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
technically.
amazing. So you know you're in good hands, and you know you're in good hands with us. but we do love some really unique things. So remember, it's going to be interactive. So get ready to type into the chat.
And there
What
was a
are,
question in the chat actually. So Mike,
oh,
someone
Oh,
asked of the drinkware, what fits in a cup holder? That's always good to know since we're always on the go.
oh yeah. Sorry. So the only one that really doesn't that I showed was that virtuos piece because it is a little bit more, like I said, like oblong, like rectangle. But and what other piece? 7 out of 9 from our world totally fits in a cup holder still and checks that box.
and
And
we
but
could,
still,
and yeah, and we could forward them for sure. So sustainable fits in the cup holder and second life packaging. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. So I now have a question for you, and feel free to type it into the chat. What are two key features that make this product line stand out? Do, 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 do. And Mike, thank you. You stayed right on time. So as you guys type away, I am going to introduce our next presenter, which is Sean, our friend Sean. And basically, he has us covered and Stackable has us covered. We're going to talk about warmth. We're going to talk about blankets and towels and the importance of that whole world. So take it over, Sean.
I will. Can you hear me okay, Sherry?
Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right,
Thanks,
great.
Mike.
Great job, Mike. That's it's so cool to have peers like Mike that bring quality and fashion and desirable products to the market. We're going to try and continue that trend for you, Sherry, with your team. And I think the easiest place to start is to talk about and launch the idea or the concept that fashion and fabric can make for a fun time. And we get to sell fun and we get to sell wow for a living. That's what we focus on. And for Sherry and her clients, I think one of the biggest collaborations that we've talked about in recent weeks in preparation for this meeting is really how we do have you covered. Beach towels, they're great for the beach and the pool, but at the end of the day, they're going to make their way to the home. And if you have a product that makes its way to the home, in a lot of ways, like Mike's products as well, whether it's beach towels, blankets, they're simple comforts in life, but we don't take it for granted. We spend a lot of time and energy in making sure the textures are different, the patterns are different, the colors, the inspiration that we have behind them. You're going to have comfort in products, but you're also going to have a lot of benefits, and we're going to talk about those today. The obvious idea is to get those products into the home, in understanding that what we do, and Sherry, I'll let you drive the presentation and rotate on at your leisure.
Mhm.
The idea is that we're going to challenge the ordinary today. We're going to get you to think maybe a way that, or in a way that you've never thought about beach towels or blankets or soft goods or bags or shawls or wraps. These types of products can really bring tranquility to your employees' minds, your clients' minds alike. And so the question that we'd like to start a lot of our meetings with, like this, to really get the inspiration going, is to ask you yourselves. And I asked this in a number of years. In a number of years, I'd like for each of you to maybe just write this down in your own little notepad, as nothing else more than, if nothing else more than a reminder for later on in the conversation. In years, how long have you had your favorite blanket at home? And while some of you may think about a blanket that you had in college, you may think about a blanket you received about 3 or 4 years ago. The reality is we just don't get rid of our blankets. So the easiest place to start is with a new product line we introduced this year. This is made in the USA. If you need something made in the USA, it's a great time of the year to do that and to consider it. These made in the USA blankets are woven. Nice thing about woven blankets is we can do a 12-piece minimum. It's our lowest MOQ of any product category we represent. The additional benefit to this line is we can put any design that you can conceive onto your blanket or into your blanket, if you will. Since it's jacquard woven, we're weaving a design right into it. The backside will reverse out. You can see a couple of examples here and on the next slide as well. But we can produce up to 147 different colors. So as you move from those woven blankets into the blankets that we have on the shelf, you're looking at a completely different concept as far as what you can achieve. Photography, full color imagery, design concept that you can achieve through woven, or we can go to traditional blankets and concepts that we have on the shelf, like the series you'll see next. The series that you'll see next in our Kalispell series, this series of blankets, if you will, or this piece, if you will, was designed from a blanket that we introduced about 12 years ago. A mink face blanket with a Sherpa backside, but we've redesigned it. We've challenged the ordinary. So what you have now is basically a shawl blanket Great for the office in the summertime and great for the winter, obviously, if you're just reading a book, sitting on the couch, lounging around, or if you're traveling to your office and it's cold in the office all the time, whether it's summer or winter, you don't have the opportunity to use your space heaters. This is the perfect client gift, the perfect employee gift. This
This
30 by
is
70. Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
just going to interject. Like, how cool is
Yeah.
this item? Like, it's a snuggie, but it's a shawl. And like, it's just great. Like, you
Yeah.
got to put your phone, like, because everyone has to have their phone, or if you want to put a book or something, like, I love it. I love it. So I just wanted to interject. I hope you all love it as much as I do. So,
Yeah, and keep the comments coming. I think the idea here in challenging the ordinary for us was a no-brainer. The first month that we introduced this product back in the spring, the largest order we had in the spring was 450 units. We shipped to a call center in Florida, and it was warm in Florida at the time. Already it was 90 degrees outside, but you just never know when to consider a blanket for your next promotion. But this idea, this concept was a spinoff of the Luxuria Pashmina shawl, which you see here as well. Now, this piece we designed after a Lululemon piece, that's a cashmere. That shawl goes for about $110 in retail. This Luxuria Pashmina shawl feels just like cashmere. It is a faux cashmere. Comes in additional colors now. The black and pink were new for this fall. But make sure you get with Sherry and her team to get samples of this into your hands. Feel it, touch it, use it, see it, try it. It's what we promote big time. In addition to those, it's also reaching outside of our proverbial rectangle or box, if you will. We reach out into the picnic blanket category in a large way. In a large way, 50 by 70. And 50 by 70 for us in blankets is our standard. That's our normal moving forward starting in 2020. But this piece itself can be decorated full color, no limitations to what you can come up with as far as design goes. And we talked about low minimums, low MOQs. 12 units in the jacquard woven blankets. Most everything else throughout the line, you'll see the rest of the day is 36 pieces, but anything sublimated or 4-color process edge to edge can be decorated as low as 18-piece minimums. In addition, it's sand free, which you'll see a lot of buzz on sand free in retail outlets as well. The Harrington blanket, this is a new blanket. It's a lightweight blanket. It's very comfortable, but it's a herringbone weave. We introduced this blanket about 2 weeks ago. Inventory will be in the next week or two. And it's available in gray right now. It has the long end tied knotted ropes. And again, 50 by 72. So available in that larger size, but very lightweight. So comfortable, fits great in the back of your SUV or your van, or you can take it to a sporting event if you'd like to, but also works great on the couch for reading a book and sitting by the fire. There's also a matching piece. So it's not just one, but it's two. If you wanted to have a set for your employees or your sources that you're selling or presenting this to, this 12 by 70 scarf is made of the same fabric, same pattern, same weave, and then the same gray. And you'll see a lot of gray as we go throughout the rest of the presentation. Gray is very neutral. It's logo neutral. It's gender neutral, and it seems to work with a lot of different logos, especially when you have logo branding guidelines that we're trying to stay in line with. Speaking of scarves, the Bradshaw scarf, another new scarf that we just introduced. This is a basket weave, very soft to the hand. And instead of the long tied knotted ropes on the ends, we decided to go with a short fringe. This fabric is very soft to the hand, soft to the touch. Again, get a sample, try it, wear it. The idea behind this is it's very gender neutral as well. So with the grays and then the wheat color or the oatmeal, if you will, you've got a couple of different colors here that palletize or work themselves into both genders. And so again, a product that works outside of the norm, outside of the box, in more of a rectangle fabric, but very retail as far as the presentation goes.
and I just want to bring up, like, we try to bring things that are useful. Like, we want you to use it. Like, you don't want to just get it and be like, ah, put that in the drawer. Like, this keeps you warm. This goes with a lot of different colorations. This could be used for men and women, like Sean said. So, like, useful, that's what people want. So just remember that.
And the nice feature to that, and a lot of the lines or a lot of the products in the lineup, you'll see the laser patch. And we designed the laser patch as a small laser patch to fit on the scarf as well. For those of you that might have a question as far as the decoration technique on that, that's a laser patch only product. Staying within the realm of comfort, the realm of fashion, the realm of trend, redefining functionality and challenging the ordinary, again, where we started, where we're going with this. The bungalow spa robe. So the bungalow spa robe, we designed with a gray, again, as far as a color interjection or injection, if you will, into our waffle weave series. Nice thing about this robe, this piece, is if you don't like the decoration on the left chest, which a lot of people don't, especially women. It can be irritating, even though the embroidery backing is going to wash away. You'll still have a little bit of texture there. We can decorate the sleeve. So down on the sleeve, we can put a one color imprint. You'll see that in the lower right-hand part of the slide, and keep the decoration off of the chest or off of the left chest. So whether it's a spa retreat or just a nice gift for your customers or your employees, why not go with a robe? One of the things that we've always done is we've always had standard packaging for all of our blankets and all of the products that we sell, as far as in the winter products in the Cobblestone Mills collection or the blanket collection. Standard for us was the vinyl zipper bag for a number of years. We think there's a lot of waste. We do have we have an environmental concern. We make sure that we try to do the best that we can in developing and maintaining and creating sustainable products. But at the same time, we also have to be leery of the products that are presented in the marketplace. In our market, there's a lot of product that's thrown away, including a lot of those clear vinyl zipper bags that the blankets come in as a standard gifting product. So we've changed that. The direction now, starting basically this week, is that all of our blankets will now be shipped in a non-woven black reusable tote bag, one of the largest tote bags in the industry, by the way. But we just think it's a nice feature. And if you'd like to, we can also decorate the tote bag or embellish it with a ribbon and gift card. Some of our best sellers, and Sherry, we can roll through these about every 15 seconds if you'd like. But the nice thing about this blanket is it's one of a kind in the market, not just in size that it's 50 by 70, but also that the decoration technique utilizes our full color and full size decorating techniques that we utilize in the beach towels. Same with the sweatshirt blanket, whether it's a 50 by 60 standard size or a 60 by 84 size, which is the largest size of any blanket in the marketplace. We can challenge the ordinary with our large format decorating. Employee retention program. Yes.
We just had a question if you wanted to touch on the decoration. How intricate of a design can be printed or woven on these, specifically talking about the blankets? You love the first one. So is it just a single color logo designs, or can they get a little bit more creative with it?
Great question. On the woven blankets, the Made in the USA blankets, that whole series, we have 51 looms, and each loom can build out 147 different colors. In those American-made blankets, those 12-piece minimums, we can take your photography, we can take full color imagery, we can take whatever concept you have, we can build that or weave it right into the blanket. It's rather amazing. On the rest of the blankets you're looking at right now, the sweatshirt blanket, the Newcastle blanket that Sherry's showing now as we flip back through, most all those can be embroidered in the corner. We can do full color embroidery. But as far as the printing goes, most of your imprints, and these are water-based inks, so they're soft tan, environmentally friendly, are going to be a one color that we're going to recommend. The uniqueness about these are they're going to take on a look of laser. Most of your employees, most of your recipients of these gifts are going to look at it and think that it's a laser developed or designed technique, when we're just basically printing it with our large format screen printing techniques that we use on beach towels. Great question. When it comes to case histories, so it's whether it's employee retention programs, whether it's blankets, and they're trying to consider why would we use a blanket versus another product in the marketplace. Maybe it's a wearable piece, maybe it's a hard good piece, maybe you're rotating, maybe you want something a little bit different this year. Last year you did speakers, this year you might consider beach towels and blankets, and next year you might consider food for the Q4 gift. But blankets really can win out whenever you give them an opportunity to do so. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from today's meeting as far as the soft goods go. When it comes to blankets, when it comes to beach towels, there really aren't any restrictions. You're looking at gender neutral, you're looking at size neutral, and then the decoration techniques themselves can fit pretty much any application that you'd like. College graduate gifts, and Sherry, we can roll through these a little bit faster if you'd like, but college graduate gifts, room drop gifts, maybe it is an incentive trip, maybe it's a tech conference that's taking place, maybe it's an off-site meeting or a destination or a retreat. The Newcastle Sherpa blanket, again, whether it's banking, whether it's the finance industry, whether it's 250 blankets or 2,500 blankets, we can do it for you, and we can do it in a fast turnaround time. Everything is built domestically. Yes, we have the opportunity to import if needed, but most everything is available in about 5 to 10 days for Sherry and her team. Safety awareness programs are something that are taking a lot of trend right now as far as moving forward. If you're looking for promotional products to use for safety awareness gifts or redemption programs, a blanket and a beach towel obviously can fit so many different people, from gender to different size people in the markets and in the world that we live in around us. So why not take charge of those campaigns and be out front with something like a blanket or a beach towel? When it comes to Nurses Week is one of the biggest times of the year for us. And Nurses Week isn't just in the month of May anymore. Nurses Week takes place now pretty much year round. And this exposure, this explosion, if you will, really started during COVID. The thank you gift for essential workers was taken to a whole nother level. So you can do that again with blankets and beach towels. Performance recognition gifts. Maybe you're looking for something for your employees that really helps them stand out in a crowd. If you want a walking billboard and if you want a product that's going to be around for a lifetime, why not a blanket as a performance recognition gift? Because that's going to, again, make its way to the home. So the question we asked on the blankets, we're asking that question right now as far as beach towels go. We've only got about 6 minutes left here, so we'll move a little bit faster if you'd like to, Sherry. But at the end of the day, most promotional products are measured in longevity or life cycle in months. Our promotional products, our world around us in beach towels and blankets is measured in years. So if you caught on to that in the very beginning, I asked you in a number of years how long you've had your favorite blankets at home, how long have you had your favorite beach towels at home. The numbers are quite staggering. Beach towels will last about 15 years on average, while blankets will last about 20 years on average. Everything else in green was presented in our promotional products industry by one of our publications recently, and it's measured in months. The average lifespan of a promotional product is a little bit less than 12 months. If I can convince you that beach towels and blankets can last you 15 to 20 years or 10 times greater than the average promotional product, wouldn't you at least consider putting that into the mix every single time? Hopefully the answer is yes. Beach towels, they can take your brand beyond the beach, not just for the incentive trip or the offsite meeting, the tech retreat, a healthcare gift, but about 80% of everything that we ship, not just for corporate travel, goes into the cities. It's going into banks, it's going into techs, it's going to manufacturing facilities, tech firms like a Micron, companies like that, that are building chips and so forth, where they have hundreds, if not thousands of employees. A blanket or a beach towel, combine that with any other product that we have. We can do some kitting, as Mike mentioned earlier. You can kit your speakers from Mike with our beach towels with a food gift, and you've got the perfect conference or travel destination retreat gift as well. Employee appreciation, again, some other aspects of how you can utilize our gifts, and then walking billboard style advertising, again, a product that's going to make its way to the home. And at the end of the day, we're also concerned about the environment. I talked earlier about sustainable products and how we're developing more and more of those. We're also concerned about how the products are used and what gets thrown away. As far as the coral reef towel, this product is part of a direct give back campaign that we offer, where part of the proceeds and the sales of these items, these beach towels, go back to Coral Vita, which you can learn more about from Sherry and her team, where they're actually rebuilding the coral reef in the oceans around the world.
Which is super important. So think about it. You're giving a gift, but you're also giving a gift to the world, to the planet, to make it a positive planet.
Very much so. Staying with the oversized luxury sizing, if you will, we have beach towels of many different sizes. Your most basic size beach towel is about 30 by 60. This is more of a beach towel, blanket, wrap, shawl, cover up, sarong. What is it? Yet the answer is yes. It can be all of the above. The new style right now is sand free, the new version of just a traditional beach towel that's out there, and it's gaining a lot of momentum. We've got about 7 in the line right now, different sizes to choose from. But whether it's Peshtimal style or the Sandcastle eco-friendly style, and this style being a sandcastle because you can customize it just like a sandcastle from the ground up, and you can do edge to edge on that piece however you'd like it designed. And again, sand free. So that means it'll expel the sand immediately. You can put it back into the tote bag. If you want one that's a little bit more affordable, we have the Coastline, which is the same product. It's a microfiber sand-free towel. Again, sustainable, so it's got the recyclable materials in it, and that can also be used in the tote bag, but it comes in the stripes. We just do the logo drop. And then if you need a sustainable beach towel that's full color edge to edge, that actually feels like a beach towel again, with the terry loop backside, this 100% recycled piece is perfect for you as well. So again, sustainability in mind. Our Jacquard woven series, where we take 2 colorways from your logo and we weave those into the beach towel series. This is a 500 GSM. It's one of the heaviest beach towels available in the world today. We make these in India for you. It's about 90 days turnaround, but the pricing is substantially lower than off the shelf pricing. So if you have 2 color limitations to your designs and you want something really high quality, come back to us for that. In the golf towel world and golf towel market in general, we're expanding, and we've been expanding for a number of years, but for what it's worth to you, we have a magnetic hanging option that can be applied to any of our golf towels. It's really fun to use. There's a video online. Sherry and her team can share that with you if you'd like it, if you have an upcoming golf tournament, or maybe you're a sponsor for a PGA style event. You can have 2,500 to 25,000 towels at your fingertips within about 10 days if you'd like, all combined and built with that magnetic hanging option instead of the traditional brass grommet and hook. Best sellers for us, tone on tone beach towels are still some of our best selling products. We're taking a water-based ink like you see the lady on the bench, or you see the girl standing in downtown Chicago with a beach towel on one of the most famous corners in Chicago, or one of the most famous bridges. But beach towels are for the city. This is for every walk of life, every business application you can dream of. They're utilizing beach towels and blankets. This is our format and our presentation to make sure you can see who's using them and where they're being used. So whether it's finance, whether it's tech, whether it's incentive based, whether it's healthcare, whatever it is, whatever market it is that you're sitting there and thinking about with your own logo and design, employees in mind, your suppliers, your sources that you're gifting product to, it's perfect. It's just a perfect gift to give.
Well, thank you, Sean. And you stayed
You're
right
very
on
welcome.
time as well. So we appreciate that. So the question, get ready to type into the chat, is what is the longevity of a beach towel and a blanket? Do, 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 do. As you're typing it, I'm going to unshare because our next friend here is David, and he's going to talk about some delicious delights. And you need to know that food is not just for fourth quarter. So, take a note on all year long how you could surprise and delight. So I'm going to stop sharing and turn over to David.
All right. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate it. Hi, everybody. As Sherry said, I'm Dave Katz from Midnight Snacks. I'm a partner here, and I'm going to take you through this little short Midnight Snacks experience today. I'm happy to say we're coming on our 34th holiday season here, so kind of exciting for us that we're moving into the mid 30-year generational transfer of companies. So it's kind of interesting and fun here. A few things I'd like to discuss just before I get into some of the fun products that we are making is some of our certifications. So we're Safe Quality Food Level 2 internationally certified. So it's all food safety and compliance driven, and it is an international certification. So you could certainly look it up. It's SQFI is the website if you have any interest in taking a look at that. And we also, as of September of last year, we became WBENC certified as well. So my partner Lara is our CEO and owns more than 50% of the business and works with us here every day. I think, Sherry, you know her well. And why is that important? It's important for a lot of reasons, and I'm probably preaching to the choir as to why it's important. But as industry changes and big business changes and the world changes, we've noticed that corporate America is now being much more conscious of where they're spending their dollars. And in some cases, and in many cases, the larger corporations are not only thinking about it, but they're mandating it. And they have certain budgets that are being earmarked for diverse businesses. So I think it's interesting when you come across those opportunities, because I think they are real and they do lead the way in a lot of cases these days. It's important to know who can provide you with those certifications. So we are WBENC certified, and we're very happy.
As are we.
As are you, which we do, which is why I knew you would certainly understand where we're coming from with the level of importance and how often it has become part of the conversation in today's promotional world. So, and probably in lots of different areas of the world, corporate America. So a few things about us that I think are important to note. First and foremost, and I think you probably would want to hear this from anybody who's manufacturing food for you, is freshness. Everything we manufacture here in Bethpage, New York is made to order. So we've got thousands of options for you to choose from, but not one of them sits on a shelf waiting for you to decide that's what you like. Everything is made to order, fresh the day that it ships to your customers. And again, I definitely think you want to hear that from your food providers, right? Scalability is also something that we put a lot of thought into in our business. So, just to take some of our product areas, we make popcorn, we make baked goods, we make chocolate, we make s'mores kits, and we've got a whole host of different product areas. But if you concentrate on any one area, s'mores kits, for example, you'll notice that we have s'mores kits for $1.50, and we have s'mores kits for $60, $70. and we've got s'mores kits that'll hit a price point everywhere in between that $1 to $60 point. So, a lot of time decisions are being driven by budgetary restrictions or just budgetary reasons in general. So we've tried to make that easy for you to be able to choose a product that's of interest to you or that you like or that you've tasted and enjoyed, and hopefully you will be doing that. And make it price friendly for you at whatever level makes sense for you. Ease is another thing that we've tried to think a lot about. We know that you're all very busy running from meeting to meeting, customer to customer, opportunity to opportunity, as we all are, and we all wish we had more hours in the day and things could be made a little easier for us. As you take a look through our product line, you'll notice that most of our products come along with stock designs. So maybe a whole host of designs that our graphic designers have put together, some of which I'll show you in a few minutes, where you can literally just drop your logo in and move on to your next appointment if that's of interest to you. So clearly we're very well versed in doing more than just dropping in a logo, but for some, that the ease of use and having those stock designs available have made things much more beneficial for them. So keep in mind that
And David, just to interject, like we will share with you some of the stock designs, and we'll, share with you everything that David, and I know you want to see the goods, so we're gonna get to that. So I just wanted to let you know. Yep.
Yep. And again, I'll show you some of those stock designs, but nothing you see with a stock design can't be fully customized. Everything is fully customizable. We just try to make it easy for you. Flexibility is something that we're very well versed in as well here. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, we make everything to order, and we have thousands of SKUs, but it may surprise you to hear that 40% of what we do on a daily basis is what we call non-catalog. So if you could dream it up, or if you have a theme, or if you have a budget, or if you have an idea, or sometimes if you really don't know what you want to do, you can give us a call and we can work with you and come up with something pretty much out of nowhere. And many of our perennial favorite items that sell year in and year out, that tend to be at the top of the list year in and year out, like our s'mores tube, for example, was born from a custom project and have become some of our best sellers in our line. So we love the challenge, and we always love to sit back and see what you have allowed us to design and create on your behalf. So custom projects are a big part of what we do as well. We're unique in that, although we don't try to corner the world in drinkware, we know that there are a lot of companies out there that do drinkware and solely drinkware. We have a unique offering where we're printing drinkware, making packaging, and manufacturing the food component all in the same day here at Midnight Snacks, that we ship it out to you and your customers. So, keep in mind that that's a very unique thing to be able to do for a food provider, to be making the packaging as well as printing on the drinkware and kitting it all together in one place. So it may be an easy kind of a one-stop shop for you if you're into that sort of a project.
All right, let's see the goods. We have a little less than 15 minutes, so let's see.
No problem. Okay,
let's see it.
Let's start with some of our new die cut boxes. So these are our holiday themed boxes. Now, before I get into the holiday theme, can I just go into Q1, 2, and 3 real fast, because we're known for being a fourth quarter business. We get it, holiday driven, food, popcorn, candy, all that. But we only do 35% of our business in the fourth quarter. So that means the balance of that 100% has to come from somewhere, right? So Q1, 2, and 3, there are a lot of seasonal and thematic opportunities for you to use this type of a product. In Q1, we have a lot of customers that forego Christmas completely, and they do something unique and interesting as a New Year's gift in the month of January. You might be surprised to hear that Valentine's Day, right behind Christmas, is our second largest time of year. So Valentine's Day is an enormous promotional holiday for us. The spring, as we get early into spring, is the beginning of golf season, and we do a tremendous amount of golf outings and corporate outings as well. And then as we get into Q2 is pretty much almost always golf outings, just completely taking over North America. And then as the weather gets nicer, our health and wellness line becomes very popular. So you'll see we have a whole host of health and wellness options as well, not just sweets, although the sweets are delicious. But we do have some health and wellness. And in Q3, right off the bat, we have Independence Day, and we tend to see in the summertime a lot of corporate outings where we have a lot of opportunities there as well. So fourth quarter is Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah,
Now,
so I just wanted everyone to know, like, that's how come I wanted David to kind of go through that it's not just fourth quarter, it's all year long that you could say top of mind with yummy, delicious things. All right, David, we have about 11 minutes, so let's
all
show
right,
some unique items.
do it in 10 and a half just to make you
Good,
proud.
because I have to wrap up at the
All right,
end,
good.
so go ahead.
All right, so first option is a new die cut window box. This is our Christmas tree cutout. As you can see, we've got Christmas tree gummies inside as well. So again, this is a stock design, but you can kind of do whatever you like with it. These are all stock designs, by the way. This is our star cutout, and this one is also stock design. It's got the chocolate nonpareils in it, and here you could just drop your logo right where my finger is there and move on to the next, or fully customize the box. We have new for this year the ornament cutout, and here you can see the trend. We have gummy ornaments in this box, but again, we can put in here whatever you like because nothing sits on a shelf. If you don't like gummy ornaments and you like gummy sharks for Christmas, we can do that for you as well. We've got our window snowflake cutout box, which again has the gummy snowflakes. Also another stock design for drop and go with your logo. And then last but not least, the gift box. Again, drop your logo on the top. Here we've got the holiday colored M&Ms, red, green, and white. New for this year, you may be familiar with our truffles, the truffles we make, the round ones that are absolutely delicious. We've moved into a new area where we're working with a company that makes artisan truffles. So these are actually really unique and fun. Here you're going to see the 9-pack, a 6-pack, and a 12-pack. And just to show you how beautiful they are, and you'll have to excuse me because I ate the dark chocolate one. I couldn't help myself. But if you take a look at the printing on them, they're really nice retail feel to them. And they present really nicely as well. So some artisan truffles for you to choose from this year as well. Do it yourself is a really big category for us. And typically around the holidays, I sort of try to picture the kids and the grandparents in the kitchen with the do-it-yourself projects while the parents are sneaking out to the bar and getting a couple hours to themselves. And that's kind of what I see as the do-it-yourself around Christmas. So here we've got our sugar cookie kit, and this is everything you need to make sugar cookies with a 4-color process label and a bow. And it even comes with a little whisk to work with, which is kind of fun. And also new for this year is our gingerbread cookie kit in a mason jar. So this again is everything you need to make gingerbread cookies, including the metal cookie cutter. And here you can do either a 4-color process hang tag, 1-color imprint on the mason jar, or both. All right. So for years we have been asked for advent calendars. When are you guys going to do an advent calendar? So traditionally we do things a little bit differently here at Midnight Snacks. So we have created our version of the advent calendar. We have 4 versions. I'm going to show you one. This is our 12 days of chocolate. We're making the boxes. So we're making everything that you see here as well as what goes into the boxes. And in this box, you're going to see 12 different boxes, and each box is going to have a different candy, and in this case, a different chocolate. So here you see like a bridge mix. Each box can also be individually branded and designed. We've got a 12 days of chocolate, a 24 days of chocolate, a 12 days of candy, and a 24 days of candy. And the candy ones are just gummies and Swedish fish and Skittles and things like that. So non-chocolate items. How am I doing on time? Am I good?
Yeah, you have about 4 more minutes. Show
All
us the unique, good stuff.
Yep.
Some additional, not,
No problem. So I talked a little bit about our Promo Revolution line where we're doing the drinkware and everything here. This is a project that we did just to show you some of the custom nature of the project. So this obviously was for Hershey's. We printed the mug here, full color all the way around, no bleed, no line, right? So we got all that. We manufactured the box here. And then in the box, by special request, we made chocolate chip cookies, but instead of using chocolate chip cookies, we used their mini Hershey bars. So this was a full custom project that we did for Hershey without having to outsource anything. We did everything right here. And this is just another example of that as well, where we're printing the mug. We're actually manufacturing the hot chocolate bomb right here, which is actually delicious, filled with cocoa powder and marshmallows, and putting it all and assembling it all together here at Midnight Snacks. That's about all I have to show you. There's actually one more thing that I have to show you, because if I don't show you, Margaret, who's manning the chat, will be very angry at me. So this isn't really a holiday item, but it's doing so well that I just have to show it. So this is our cereal box, which is really kind of fun. It's a brand new item for us. Lots of branding space, as you can see on this box, and we can choose any kind of cereal you want. 3 different types: the regular size, the half size, and then for those of you that are old like me who remember the little Kellogg's boxes where you cut them open and they had the foil in them and you poured the milk in them, you cannot do that with this one. Do not pour the milk in this box. But it is the same size, it has the same features, and it can still come with any cereal that you want. Again, these are some stock designs for you as well. So I will
Perfect.
say we encourage you to get samples. We really think it's important to note that food is the only promotional product that engages all 5 senses. You can't eat a t-shirt, you can't smell a pen, and you're probably not going to hear the crunch of a hat. So at the end of the day, we encourage you to get samples, not only to see the quality of the packaging and the food, but to taste the quality of the food as well. And we thank you for your time today.
Thanks, David. So now get ready to type. What are some diverse uses for food products throughout all 4 quarters of the year beyond just the holiday season? So we showed you, and of course, the best way to work with all of this and the food is to go to your Stackable rep and say, this is the quantity, this is the price range, this is the message I'd like to convey. And we'll work with our preferred vendors and we will, come up with some really creative things. So I'm excited to see what you guys have. But yeah, what are some diverse uses of food products throughout all 4 quarters this year beyond just the holiday season? I know we're talking a lot about the holiday season. And to stay on time, and we appreciate you spending, the hour with us. So thank you for participating. We will be sending out a link, and as a thank you, you'll be able to select a gift from one of the items that we, showed you today. There will be a select few. And we look forward to helping you with your holiday stuff. So feel free to reach out and any stuff. We were in 4th quarter. If you want to stay top of mind, we have you covered. So thanks again for joining us and have a great day. Thanks, everyone. Bye.